Good day, everyone. This is Onion. It's Saturday, March 6th. Today I'm going to go over my best, worst, and luckiest trades of last week. Overall, the market was down, but it was a good week. We were able to find a lot of good entry points for day trades and that. And I'm also going to go over my next week day trading picks with you. So I apologize for the following video. I'm still new at doing videos. I've only been doing these for about a month, so the audio's off usually, and it doesn't look the greatest, but hopefully the information following can help you out a little bit.
Okay, so my favorite play for last week and my best play is Sundial, and I believe I'm going to be trading this for about another month or so until it flatlines. With Sundial, there's a lot of retail support here, and there's a lot of buzz. But this was one of those Reddit stocks, right? Like that, it was going up a little bit, and then it just spiked, right? This was when the whole market was going up, when all the rumors, U.S. is going to legalize and everything, and then this was Reddit. So there's a lot of bag holders, and they're not selling. But then there's also a lot of support in the 47 to 50 cent range, and they're still sitting at over 100%. So a lot of them aren't selling either, which I don't blame them. I don't think I would either. From their point of view, I would wait to see which way Sundial went. But so the last couple of weeks, I ended up, I'll put it on the 10 days here. Uh, I bought a one when it was $1.50, 2 weeks ago. I bought a $1.50 put uh, contract to expire yesterday, right? So I had 2 weeks to play with this $1.50, and you can see I bought it here, and then I've just been day trading all day with that safety of the $1.50. Now I kept on going up, right? And on Tuesday it went up again to a dollar 51 or whatever. So it's pretty much worthless, right? But the $2 puts were very, very cheap at this point. I believe people were getting caught into this bull trap, and I've been following Sundial and reporting on my YouTube channel. I've been warning of these bull traps for weeks now, but people are getting trapped in them, and I was able to get a $2 put extremely cheap for April 9th expiry. So as you can see, I believe I paid 40 cents for them. And you can see right here, they've already gone up to, 95-cent bid. So I've already 100% gain on my put, but there's no way I'm going to sell that because it expires April 9th. And Sundial has earnings coming up. And again, if you look at the videos that, I'll give I give evaluation and where I see Sundial going. But I see it heading towards the 80-cent mark. So with the $2 put, it's very rare that I'm able to, get a position like this where I can buy a share around $1 and then make it, if I make a mistake and it never goes up over $1 again and I can't day trade it, I can sell it for, 100% gain at $2. So this was my best trade of the week just because of that $2 put safety that I now have for the next month to day trade Sundial over and over and over again. Okay, so my worst buy of the week was NIO, and it wasn't with shares. With NIO, I've been following NIO since it was $3, and all the way up to 70, and I never got in. And a lot of you know my trading style, though. I like to trade when a stock is on a downtrend because it lasts longer, right? Like you can day trade a lot longer, and you can catch momentum a lot better. It's hard to catch on the uptrend, but anyway. So for NIO last week, in around, believe it was February 23rd, 24th, I did a really extensive due diligence on them. I went over the charts, I went over all the institutional buying, the owners, how much they own, what they bought the shares for. I did a very, very, very detailed due diligence, and I came up with a price of $37.50. And I have quite a few friends that trade and everything, and we talk each night. And I was warning them. I said NIO's going to go down at 37.50, and most people laughed at me. And 37.50, there's no way, right? This thing was just at $70, and there's all this hype about it, blah blah blah. No, my numbers, numbers don't lie, right? And I said 37.50, but everyone argued with me and argued with me, and then when Monday night the earnings call came, and the price was in around the $50 mark, and then it dropped. There was a gap down the next day, but it dropped only to 46. And then I second guessed myself, and I second guessed my calculations and everything, because there was momentum. The next 15-minute bar here, you can see there's momentum upward. So I thought I made a mistake. I wasn't sure, so I didn't buy the shares, but I bought $46 calls. They were fairly expensive. I think I paid 50, 60 cents for them each, but I bought quite a few, thinking that this was going to, hedge a beautiful position in there. And in the next 15 minutes, it dropped, and it kept on dropping. And I could have sold here at a 30% loss, but against my better judgment, I said no, I'm going to hold. Neo might go up, whatever, and it just dumped, and it went all the way down, and it went fairly low. But this was the whole market dump on Friday. But as you can see, it closed literally at where my projection was. So this was my dumb move of the day because I argued against everybody that the price was going to drop, and then I bet against myself and I lost. So yeah, this was definitely the bang your head on the wall a few times kind of trade. Okay, so my good luck or horseshoe trade last week was SOS, and this was another one of those Reddit pump and dumps. And was when the price was dropping last week, I was again trading on the downtrend, and then Monday morning, the pre-market there was more action, so I ended up buying. I got in at 5.80 pre-market, and then I've just been flipping ever since. But I close my position every night with SOS, which is, I do it for safety. It wouldn't have worked for me here because you can see there was a gap up, and I missed a few trades because of that, but still, I haven't lost on SOS, so that's the main thing. Now, on Wednesday of last week, a lot of people got caught in this bull trap here, and anyone that reads charts, they can see that this was a short covering, and then people, jumping in thinking that it's momentum upwards and then forcing shorts to cover. And we all know the routine, like short squeeze, people like to name it. It's not really a short squeeze, but that's what happened here. It's a bull trap, right? And a lot of people were buying in around the $8, $9 mark. Everything is going to the moon, right? Now, when this came here, I bought $6.50 contracts, put contracts, and I got them for they were cheap. I think I put a limit order in for 5 cents. I think I got them for 3 cents. They were extremely cheap. And then I bought $10 puts just for safety because I knew this was never going to hold $9, right? I know it was going to go back down, and I love trading, day trading with a safety, right? With those put safeties. So I paid I paid 50 cents for the puts. So right away, they expire March 19th. Right now they're worth $4. So already 800% increase on the puts, but I'm not going to sell them. I want that safety, right? So, but I also bought 650s, and where the horseshoe came, like I was lucky to get the $10 puts here. I have 2 weeks to day trade SOS anytime under $10, and if I make a mistake, I sell my shares for $10, wash my hands and go to the next stock, right? But the horseshoe came on Thursday night or Friday morning, sorry. The Thursday night, my 650 puts, they're still only worth 5 cents, right? Because they expired the next day. The share price was $7. But then when that dump happened Friday morning, the price went down. You can see here the low was $5.27, and I was actually able to sell my contracts for $100. I paid $5 for them, and somebody paid me $100 for these 650 put contracts, where the price closed at 650. So it would have literally, my contract would have expired worthless, or I may have even had to exercise them yesterday. But instead, this drop happened, and I made 2,000% on the contract. It was absolutely the biggest horseshoe I had up my ass last week. So okay, so these are my top 4 day trades for next week. Sundial, obviously, I just went over them with that $2 safety. I'm going to be trading them until beginning of April. SOS, I still have that $10 put safety, and I believe there's going to be a lot of action next week as well. But I still see a downtrend coming there. Now I added IDX. I haven't traded them yet. I was following them last week. I just wanted to get a feeling of how they traded and everything. And it's pretty simple. It's just the basic Reddit pump and dump again. This is starting to become easy and just the same thing over and over again. But you can see here. So I did get a $3 safety. I believe this is still on a downtrend, and I have until March 9th. So basically 2 weeks to trade this one. And then if I make a mistake, I do believe the $3 put contract will be fine. Give me at least some money back or break even. And GSAT, I believe that they're going to go down as well. Again, another Reddit pump and dump. You can see here, fair value should be in around the $1 mark, and they just pumped up. So I got $2. No, sorry, I got $1.50. Really good deal on those yesterday. So I believe they're going to drop down. This is going to be another sundial, and I have a month to do it. So these two are the exact same trend. I've overlaid the charts, and it's the same people trading. It's the same trend. So this is going to go the same way. And obviously, I could be wrong. This is just my opinion, and if good news comes out or something, then it's obviously all the charts, all the overlays, everything they're useless at that point, right? So, and then I have euros up here. This is my baby. I've had this one for years, ever since Hindenburg dumped them, short attacked them, and they dropped down to $2. Anytime, I honestly, I always have a buy order on this. Anytime it goes below $1.90, I scoop up more shares. I always have a buy order. I like euros. I'm not pumping it or anything. They own part of a movie studio, and I just think it would be cool to own a percentage of a movie studio. That's just and I like obviously the business too. It's not just because I want to own part of a movie studio, but and who knows, maybe they'll let me borrow a camera or something to do these YouTube videos. I don't know, but but yeah, this is definitely I accumulate as many shares and dump as much as I can into euros.
So overall, last week I was very happy with the trades. The market overall didn't really perform very well, but we used that to our advantage and got some really good entry points on some companies and got some really nice positions with the options. Now I've just been doing these videos now for about a month, and I'm on different stock boards and a couple Facebook groups and that, and we're getting a nice little community together. I've had friends for years that we talk about stocks and stuff, but I like to hear from other people too. So I'm really enjoying these videos. I'm not very good at doing them, but it's good because I like to share my experience, and I'm getting a lot of feedback from other people too, which is nice. But I'm getting a lot of questions from newer traders, and I don't mind helping at all. I'm not the best trader in the world. I got about an 80% success rate. And if you look at my YouTube channel, I don't delete videos. Some I'm wrong, completely wrong about price movement and everything, and some I'm right. And you can just look at my track record there. Again, I'm not bragging. I'm not the best person or trader or anything, but the number one thing I tell new traders is you need to be patient. And everyone thinks that's wait to hold, wait for the right time to hold. Entry point is the most important thing in trading. Doesn't matter if you're day trading, doesn't matter if you're investing. You have to get the right entry point. If you see a stock spike and you're on, one of those stock boards or a Facebook group, and everyone's, got rocket ships beside it, wait. 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you that price is going to drop. And if you still want to get in on at the second run up on the bull trap. I make videos on how to trade properly, and I'm going to start making some more as well because I find the biggest mistake the newer traders are doing is they're just jumping in and they're throwing 100% of their portfolio in a stock they think going to go to the moon, and then they lose everything or sell at a 50% loss. So that's definitely not. The way to trade. Entry point is the most important. And then the second thing is you have to use every resource available. Facebook groups, stock twits, things like that. That's not a resource, okay? That's usually people giving, you can find trending stocks, but anybody on there that's pumping the stock is either bag holding or they're going to sell as soon as they break even, right? It's just the way these stock boards are. I've been involved with them for years. I don't really like being a member there because you usually get a lot of negative feedback and people get angry when you disagree with them. But I just started an account with them lately just to push this YouTube community. I really want to get a nice one going. But use every resource available. Use Morningside reports. Use stocks, like stock charts. Look at institutional ownership. Look at institutional activity. There's a lot of. I do videos on all this every day, but there's a lot of different websites you can find that information on. A simple Google search will tell you. But the more you learn about a company, the better. And then you know what? While you're researching, let everyone else pump that up. Let them start bag holding. The price will drop, and by the time you're done researching, it's usually a good entry point. And you'll see, it's just the way it is. And you have to trade multiple strategies as well. If you're just a typical buy low, sell high trader, your options are very, very limited that way. You might win that way, you might not, but it's very rare. You need to learn if you want to be a professional trader. You need to learn how to buy low, sell high. You need to learn how to sell short. You need to learn how to hedge your positions with options. There are multiple strategies, like I showed you, the way I day trade, that you can really save yourself if you do get in trouble. But if everything goes well, you can really profit. It's very, very, very lucrative now if you start doing multiple strategies with trading. I still remember my first day trade. It wasn't a day trade. It was my very, very, very first trade. I was working at Home Depot in 1998, and they gave employee share packages and options and discounts and all that stuff. So I was buying them up, and then I started learning. They started doing a lot of forward splits, and then I started getting interested into the market in around 1999, 2000. And then that was back in the day where you had to call the broker, and you had to give limits, right? Like you would say, buy at this price, sell at this price. There was no computer in your living room or on your bed, like you couldn't see momentum or anything. Now it is so easy. You have the charts in front of you. You have social media pumping the stocks up. You have, everything's at your fingertips. You can buy options at your fingertips. You can trade. It is so easy now compared to 20 years ago that if you use multiple strategies and you learn them and you use them well, you're going to lose. You're never always going to win. But if you have multiple strategies on one company, let's say, and you lose, if you have four strategies and you lose with two, you're going to win with the other two, right? So the more you get learn, the more resources, the more strategies, it's just going to work out better for you. So sorry for the long video today. It's Saturday, markets are closed. So I hope these videos help, and feel free to message me or anything. Always interested in talking stocks. So have a great weekend. Good luck next week, and take care, everyone.